Alrighty folks, Justin here. We're going to hop onto the ladder with our Tears for Giant Fears deck. Was trying to record some videos with Alter Monk. Alter Monk pretty good against control and mid-range. Not great against aggro the way I've built it. And as it is day 2 of the season, we have a lot of people playing aggro decks, so those games were just miserable. We plummeted a bunch of ranks trying to get anything interesting on camera, but a series of losses to Prophecy Battle Mage and Aggro Archer on turns 4, 5, and 6 is not particularly entertaining content. So we're going to hop in with an anti-aggro deck and presumably immediately queue into into control. But yeah, I hope the season launch has gone well for everybody. I know we're sort of in this weird space between between the new season starting and the launch of the expansion. We're playing against Turd God 0069. That is the worst name I have ever seen in this game. Okay, so we're playing Warrior. I'm just going to assume a guy named Turd God is playing new Aggro Warrior. Maybe I'm mistaken and they are playing Doomcrag Warrior. I have seen that more since I released that video. Alright. He has to do something about this. I think I'm the control deck here, right? And next turn I can Skaven or Ravenous. I'm just going to execute that. The Golden.
This day will be mine.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Let's heat things up.
Skaven Pyromancer, a card I would run more than 3 of if I could. Alright. Turd God. If you guys haven't checked out the channel Patreon, we launched that last week. We've got several supporters in there already. Looking to get more. As soon as we hit $100, we'll be using that money, turning it right around, putting it into the channel by buying a new camera that lets us record in 1080, and so the videos will look a little sharper. Right now, we got pretty cheap videos, or cheap cameras. It's well, Tier's pretty nice. It's unfortunate, actually, that we can't get a 4-2 Rift Thane. I think I'm good with just playing Tier, though. You know, he has to work around this somehow. Is Turd God the kind of guy who plays Sharpshooter Scout? I don't know. Even Skaven Pyromancer would be, you know, okay. But he's got to do a little work here. Now, I assume this deck actually is going to play Jarl and Necromancer. But the creatures he's had die so far aren't that interesting.
The longer the odds, the sweeter the victory. Close ranks, let
Okay.
nothing through.
It's about what we should expect. And we can get a pretty good Hunger Rift Thane here. Our own Reeve is sort of intriguing, but not that interesting. Now, we are giving him a great Pyromancer here. He can swing with his Savior. Pyromancer, kill everything. Looks like that's not going to happen, though. And unless he can do something about this, we're going to pull away from his Life Totals Matters cards, because we have Piercing Javelin at the ready for any shenanigan creatures, like a Blood Dragon or an Angry Grawl. Yeah. You got it, man. I'm going to just Javelin this, I think. Well, what if we just do this? Wait on the Javelin.
There's a plan. There's only
I kind of like that. He's not catching up in life this turn. We can still Javelin that next turn. We developed a better board. I like that. Got it.
I'm ready for anything.
Sure.
This should
I
be
do like
good.
Cave Grawl though. Cave Grawl is a card. No, Pyromancer would be amazing here, right? Grawl is a card that I have said before. I'm just gonna swing my guys in. I've said before, would be is playable. So I'm really glad to see that card played. I don't think we need to gain life.
Tide turns. You won't foil my plan.
We hit a prophecy. Is it gonna stop what I'm doing here?
Close ranks. Let
Nope,
nothing
I
through.
don't think that works the way you'd like it to. Okay. So we're in a pretty good position here.
Unfortunate mistake.
How's that? The buffing, okay. That makes sense.
Gore and glory.
That's a tricky interaction though, right?
Bow. Honor and blood.
Okay, so he does have the card. That matters.
A little distraction might prove useful.
That cares about life totals, otherwise you never make that attack. Right? Unless you have Sharpshooter Scout. Then you got Black Room Necromancer, okay.
Feel my power.
Yep, well, that's gonna trigger again. Okay. We got Execute, that's not gonna do much for us.
I've got you covered.
Behold my power.
A big ol' hit there. You should be done triggering those cards for a minute. And we have Belligerent Giant too, to reset the board a little bit, as well as Execute.
Will not suffer your presence.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. This guy's all in on this aggro strategy. We would take 14 here if we just let him attack.
We'll hold, no matter what.
I think that's alright.
Behold my power.
I'm going to take a little risk here. There's some ways we get punished, but developing this much on the board I think gives us a huge opportunity. We also have a number of good prophecies we could hit.
Do you fear death?
Alright, so we got 2 chances here to get some value. Didn't get it. We did get it.
Close ranks. Let nothing through.
Put that there. Okay. Put it there because Burn and Pillage is one way we get kind of blown out here. And this survives Burn and Pillage.
The day is mine.
I'm ready for anything.
Yeah. Sure.
Case beard. This day will
Alright,
be
he's
mine.
out of gas. Do we dig for some good stuff? Yeah.
We'll hold, no matter what.
Let's just try to kill him. Got 6 on board.
This should be good.
You got it, man.
Don't make me mad.
Alright, he needs to remove all our creatures. Not outside the realm of
By the
possibility.
egg, a fine battle.
Yeah, by the egg, man.
By the battle is yours.
There we go. Yeah, so that's what this deck does. I mean, this is... I feel like Tears for Giant Fears, the mid-range Crusader life gain deck, is the best counter meta pick you can make right now. I'll keep on going on here. Obviously, everything changes in 3 days. And honestly, thank Shea Gorath for that. I'd like to get a control match, so we can get a video of that. I know we've had a couple, but a control deck teched against aggro would actually do in theory should do a great job of shutting down our strategy against them. Because generally we're sort of forced into playing the aggressive role in those matchups. And I'd like to get that on camera so you can take a look at that. If we don't get one in this next game, make sure you check out our game against OS Blackfall, just Blackfall, where we ended up beating Control Spellsword deck, which is, on paper, in my opinion, our worst matchup. Another Warrior, the Creator. I will say, though, I think we have a new worst matchup. I don't think we can beat Doomcrag Warrior. And I'm not just saying that to hedge my bets against this being Doomcrag Warrior. So I had played it once. Yakiniku himself, the designer of the version of the deck I really like, I lost to it pretty handily. Since then, I've run into it twice more. Other players who, either saw Yakiniku stream it or saw it on the channel, and I have yet to come up with a coherent strategy for this deck to beat that deck.
Brave meaty.
Yeah, you too, man.
Greetings.
Yeah, we got a second Rift Thane. We'll develop the first. This deck has charge creatures. We want to get in Head and Life with Jarl in our hand, so we put that into the Shadow lane.
The longer the odds, the sweeter the
You
victory.
got it. Hand's developing very nicely.
I will push them back.
I assume he makes this trade, unless there's some tricksy stuff I don't know about. Any matchup where you don't have to worry about Wardcrafter is a satisfying matchup, in my opinion. Somebody sent me on Reddit a little frame to put around the my face here. This picture. I'm trying to get these in camera. I will be trying to figure out how to get that into OBS very soon. I'm sorry for that. It's been so long. I know you sent that over a week ago.
You get one shot.
Oh, that's
Make
pretty
it
good.
good.
That's pretty good. Not taking the trade though.
Too late for you.
Okay. Yeah, we just play tier here.
I like our arm.
Putting it there punishes us again. Punishes us against another Stone Shard Orc, so that might have been a misplay. Against everything else, I think it's pretty good.
Close ranks. Let nothing through.
Okay, there's that too.
Still at stone. We stand united.
It looks like we're actually not necessarily going to trigger these cards next turn.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
This is risky against Rapid Shot, but I don't know that you Rapid Shot that necessarily. This gives us an opportunity. He swings for 5, we go to 23. We swing, we put him to
Been
22.
too long since I've embraced my
Nope.
range.
Screwed up my combat math here.
Fire and blood.
Oh. Nope.
Come at me.
Okay. Well, gonna have to change my strategy here a little bit. Playing this instead.
I'll kill you where you stand.
Foil my plan.
You have to take this trade, which should let us then play Golden Saint next turn. It's pretty good against my Saint.
The longer the odds,
Yep.
the sweeter the victory. Come at me.
Really? Okay.
You won't foil my plan.
Okay, so you make these trades, right? I'm not sure. Bearded Panda's maybe next leveling me.
Too late for you.
I feel like the later the game goes, the better off we are. Okay, you got the Woodorc Headhunter, which is pretty good for you.
They will pay the blood price.
Okay.
Blood and honor.
Wow.
Close ranks. Let nothing through. Scorch something.
I mean, I find it hard to get concerned about RNG stuff when it's your irresponsible play that's making this happen. We have exactly lethal.
You won't foil my plan.
Cast Out, I think, is the only card that prevents us from
Close
winning right
ranks.
here.
Let nothing through.
Yep.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
By the aid of a fine battle.
Cool. Well, there you go. Deck's still good. Good against the meta. And we got out of the Serpent, which we put ourselves into by playing a meme deck. Well, mark my words. I don't know if you've seen the article I wrote. It's on Between the Lanes. That is CVH's website. Highly recommend you check that out. The link is in the description of every video. But I wrote an article for them recently where I talked about the Madhouse collection cards. Ultra of Despair doesn't need too many more cards before it's just amazing. And right now it presents a great challenge for anybody looking to build a new and interesting deck. Anyway, that's it. We should be ready for launch. Unfortunately, Wednesday I am going to be busy from 7 in the morning to 8 at night, which is when the game is launching. But we will get you some content as soon as we can that day. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Have a great day, and I will see you all on the ladder.